Family is everything to me. My dad being in the NFL for 13 years, growing up in a separated household, there were so many different experiences in terms of family. And the thing that my parents always did a good job of was making sure that we understood the importance of family. As I've grown older, I've learned to appreciate a lot of the things and messages that he had for me. But I had a very close relationship with him, obviously up until he passed. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. When my brother was diagnosed at 8, we had a little bit of familiarity with it. My grandmother suffered from type 2 diabetes complications when she passed. We had drove down to Florida, my mom and me and my 2 brothers, all 4 of us, and we were on the way back up, and he was having cramps. He was having to use the bathroom a lot. We weren't sure what was going on, and so my mom took him into the hospital, and they diagnosed him with diabetes. I feel like he was there for maybe a week or so post-diagnosis to kind of learn how to manage it. Can't say necessarily at 9 years old I knew everything that was going on, but I did my best to educate myself so that I can help him when need be. It was a very hard time on our family, but I think the most important thing that we did is we stuck together, especially for my brother during that time.
Breakthrough T1D is formerly JDRF, and we recently changed our name to better reflect the type 1 diabetes community. There was a misconception many years ago, around the time of our founding, that you could only get type 1 diabetes as a child. As the science and research progressed, they learned that 50% of our diagnoses are in adults.
I feel like it's something that I've been involved with pretty much, it feels like my whole life. They would have different walks in Baltimore growing up that we would do with my brother and my family. My whole family would be out there walking around Camden Yards. I've always been involved in it throughout my life since my brother got diagnosed.
In 2023, Orlando reached out to us as he was coming to Cincinnati, and that was the same year that he became a Breakthrough T1D ambassador.
When I'm not on the field for the Cincinnati Bengals, I spend a lot of time supporting Breakthrough T1D. Type 1 diabetes, man, is something that's impacted my family on a large level.
Orlando's voice and his family story have been critically important to raising awareness around early detection. Oftentimes, type 1 diabetes is misdiagnosed, which can lead to serious complications, including diabetic ketoacidosis.
My father passed away of ketoacidosis, which is the form of a diabetic coma. Unfortunately, he did not know that he had it, and so it was sudden, for my family. But, maybe if he had gotten tests for antibodies through TrialNet, we might have been able to get ahead of it. But we had no idea that he suffered from diabetic complications until he passed.
We want to give a huge shout out to the Bengals and Orlando Brown Jr. for hosting us tonight. Please welcome to the stage special guest Orlando Brown Jr.
Sure, appreciate you. First off, man, I just want to say it's so great. I'm so grateful to be able to see all your faces. To me, this is what it's about. Being able to give back to others as somebody that was a brother of someone that was a type 1 diabetic. This is a cause that really hits home for me, man. I'm so thankful for the support of you guys, the support of this city. The support of the Cincinnati Bengals allowing us to host this event here. It's been so special, and you guys have taken me in with open arms. I'm so thankful and appreciative, and I just want to let you guys know, keep fighting, and I stand with you.
Many people from our community showed up, I'm sure, to meet a NFL superstar and Super Bowl champion, but what they walked away with was so much more, and it could save a life.
How you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
I got you a shirt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this is for me?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people in the African American community have the resources, to proper health care. That's what it's about, man, being able to give back to these people and put a smile on their faces.
Appreciate you guys, man. From an early age, I was in the Big Brother, Big Sister program. I knew how much that type of impact, an older man for me, my big at the time, was super informative. My dad was very involved in the community in Baltimore and Washington, D.C., where he was born and raised. My mom always made sure that, we would give our clothes back to Goodwill or take coats to the homeless and things like that in downtown Baltimore. And so it's just always kind of been instilled in me.
Last year, Orlando joined our T1D youth delegates in Washington, D.C. to educate lawmakers about type 1 diabetes and to urge the renewal of the special diabetes program.
There's so many different devices and medicines that are needed and care, and so it's not always easy for those less fortunate. And so that was my biggest thing and biggest reason for going to Congress.
I know some of these faces. What's up, man? I really like this outfit, bro. This is pretty impressive, dude. Believe it or not, I got a onesie like this at home, too. You too, yeah.
So I think people often identify with others that have type 1 diabetes or family with type 1 diabetes who get it. It's a hard disease sometimes to understand unless you've lived with it or been around it. And so I think having someone to look up to who's out there advocating and raising awareness, I think it helps families understand that, you know, they're not alone.
Can I come in? Yo, absolutely. So, guys.
My brother was diagnosed when he was 8. That's kind of how I got into it, man. Just kind of seeing how my mom and my dad were affected by it. Just keep doing your thing.
Well, the outreach you provide is wonderful too.
Of course.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
We have day hospitals, so if they're not sick, they actually don't have to be admitted to the hospital.
Okay.
They can just come in, get education, go home.
That is so convenient. That is not like that in most places.
No. When your brother was diagnosed, was he overnight for a while?
Yeah, he was, for a while. Yeah, probably close to a week, I would imagine you had him in there.
My son, Ian, was diagnosed at age 1 with type 1 diabetes, and we immediately became involved with Breakthrough T1D. They were Breakthrough T1D Children's Congress delegates last summer, and that's where we met Orlando.
That was fun. That was 2 years ago. I remember our group. That was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that, man.
I really like seeing everybody else.
Yeah, no, that was really cool too. Like, you know, everyone being able to share their story.
Having someone to look up to who's out there advocating and raising awareness. That was one thing today when he was meeting with some of the patients in clinic, like, you got this. And I could tell that that meant a lot to the patients, and they're like, yeah, I do. I think when someone like him talks, people listen.
Of course. Yeah, no, this is awesome. That's what it's about. So I'm thankful to be able to give back like this.
We are in New York City. We're on the way to the Good Morning America studios. Today I'll be talking about some of the effects that type 1 diabetes has had on my life and touching on making insulin more affordable for people with type 1 diabetes. You know, when I say I stand with them, you know, I stand with them in terms of understanding that it's not easy. It's something that can bring on a lot of emotional stress. It means a lot to me. You know, I'm somebody that's had to live it, you know, on a day-to-day basis.
And I think the turning point for me in my life, I was 17 years old. I was preparing to get ready to go to University of Tennessee, and my grades weren't great because losing my dad and, you know, just not necessarily taking my education as serious as I should have. And I wake up one morning to take the SAT and my brother's unconscious. And, you know, I remember, you know, having to, you know, give him a teaspoon of maple syrup before the paramedics got there to make sure that he was okay. And, you know, I remember that moment, you know, like it was yesterday. And that's really, you know, one of the catalysts and one of the things that really got me going in this field.
To be able to, you know, give someone else peace, to allow another family or friend to give them, you know, I mean, the peace and understanding that, you know, what you're going through or what you've been through is familiar. And, you know, someone in my position has gone through that.
I think the best thing that I did for my family and my brother was just educate myself, and knowing the signs of low blood sugar, high blood sugar, understanding the importance of the carb intake and dosing correctly. So much technology has come now that makes it so much easier, not easy, but easier, you know, for families. But just educating yourself on the signs, educating yourself on type 1 and the effect that it has on the body and the mind, and being emotionally available as much as possible.
Living with T1D is relentless. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It not only impacts the individual with the diagnosis, but their caregivers as well.
Being able to express my voice, letting others know that they're not alone, letting someone's brother know that, hey, you aren't the only one going through this, someone else has been through it. And I'm the oldest in my family in terms of my siblings, and so it's always instilled in me to be the caretaker and to be the leader of the household as much as I can be. Obviously at 9 years old, it's a little difficult, but for me, man, it's always been, I feel like, my job to protect.
Gives up a lot of his time to make sure, particularly in association with diabetes and all the stuff that he does that's known or not known in the community, it's been substantial. And so he understands he's been given a lot in his life and earned it all. and takes the opportunity to give it back. He's got such a positive mindset. When you're around him, he raises your energy level. He raises your confidence level. And the more guys you got on a team like Orlando, the better. Making people around him better is important to him, and so I'm thankful he's on our team.
You know, obviously having a positive impact here on the community in Cincinnati is very important to me. I'm very thankful, man, that this city has taken me in with open arms. But it's something we do every Thursday, just getting together, man. O-line, the quarterbacks.
Every Thursday night, we have an O-line dinner. Orlando thinks it's just a regular night, but we have a huge surprise for him, some big news for OB.
Oh, really? That is crazy, bro. Seriously?
Yeah, man.
This is a goal that I set for myself, to be able to light other people's candles, to give someone comfort and allow others to know that you're not alone. Man, I'm so thankful for the opportunity to represent the Bengals, man, as an organization for Walter Payton Man of the Year. I am completely surprised. I did not know that we would be coming here for this. Normally it's just O-line dinner. I feel like I was set up. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a guy that likes surprises, but man, I'm so thankful though that the organization would choose me. That's so special, man. Damn, really?
Really?
Damn, man.
Congratulations.
Oh man, I'm so thankful.
I always found comfort in allowing others to know that they're not alone, you know, no matter what they're going through, diabetes, losing a parent, you know, being bullied in school, whatever it is, you know, it's always been important to me for others to feel that comfort and understand and know that they're not alone.